everybody out in YouTube land. 'Tis I, the Rumpled One, again. Okay, I know it looks like I'm bombarding you with videos today, but there's a reason. Well, first reason is I'm going to be offline for a couple of days. Something big is going on, and when it's done, I'll let you know. And the second reason is it just seems like we have an abundance of, let's see, how should I phrase this? An abundance of interesting events. Let's just call it that. Interesting is always a good word when you don't want to offend somebody. Remember the video I made called, I think it was Illegal Everything, or Everything is Illegal? And then today I just put one out about, it's against the law to be alive, simply just to be alive in the USA. Well, you may or may not have heard, but I guess the state of New Jersey has outlawed texting while walking. Seems like a few people have been walking in the poles or walking off of the curb and walking into traffic because they're not paying attention to what they're doing. Once again, this is government's reaction. Make a new law. That's one reaction. Or tax it. It's either let's make a law or let's tax, because that's pretty much all they can do. Instead of, because applied common sense, that's not part of it. You see, for some strange reason, the government feels it's necessary to, I guess, protect the gene pool, to make sure that there's enough stupid people staying alive to breed, so we'll keep having stupid people. Now, I'm not trying to be harsh or anything, but if you look at most of the laws, that's what they do. Warning label on a hairdryer, don't use while in the shower. Well, if you use a hairdryer while in the shower and you electrocute yourself, it's your own damn fault. And hopefully you've killed yourself before you've bred, so we won't have more stupid people. Now, if that offends somebody, well, so be it. But it's just, if you touch the stove once and you get burnt, that's ignorance. You do it a second time, that's stupid. Who needs to tell you that texting while walking, especially in a busy city or near a busy street or highway, isn't the brightest thing that a person can do? And if you are texting while you're walking and somebody hits you, it's not their fault. Now, it's a sad thing. You wind up dead, their car's probably dented, then they're going to have to pay a deductible. But see, if it was up to me, they could sue your family for that, so that they don't have to pay the deductible out of pocket. But then again, it would be traumatic. I mean, unless you're in the Death Race 2000, most people don't want to go around, running people over. But it's just one more thing where, the noose is getting tightened around our necks, the gun's pointed to our head, because of course, it's not just a slap on the wrist like, hey, here is a warning. Oh no, we're going to have big ticket fines. I mean, that's what government does. Once again, Big Brother is just squeezing us, squeezing us, squeezing us. And we just sit back and take it. What are we supposed to do? I mean, that's up to you. I mean, when do we draw that line and say, enough is enough? Part of the problem is you have to understand that the forefathers set this country up as a republic because they realized that democracy is basically gang rule, or mob rule, because if you have a majority of people, they could decide on something that's, not really beneficial. For example, two wolves and a sheep deciding, what's for dinner. Now, I know I've used that example before, but that's what majority rule is. So they said, you know what, we'll elect people to then make the rules and the laws and decide how things should be in our country. Well, it seems like that process has gotten corrupted. I'm not a conspiracy theory type person, but you can imagine somewhere down the line, a few people got together and figured it out. say, okay, look, you guys are Republicans and we're Democrats, or vice versa. It doesn't really matter, but let's play the game like this. We'll kick the ball back and forth, but so long as one of us gets in, then we get to keep all the bennies while the rest of those suckers suffer. I mean, think about it. Could that have been what happened? Maybe, just maybe. Because every time there's some third party, Green Party, Tea Party, Blue Party, Occupy Party, whatever party there is, libertarians, the media ignores them and they just get pushed to the side. Oh, there's some fringe group, some lunatic fringe, some grassroots hippie movement, whatever, but they never really get taken seriously, or rarely get taken seriously. They rarely get the respect that, they deserve. Every now and then some state might send an independent party type person, or elect an independent party type person to Congress or the Senate, but it's a very rare occasion. So what are we the people going to do? Well, that's up to each individual to decide. Meanwhile, if you happen to be in the state of New Jersey, don't text while walking. Wake up, America. Smell the hypocrisy.